Yeah, from a personal level, anything that you've learned along the last almost 6 months that you're like, you know what, I want to keep this moving forward. I've discovered this, and this is my new way of life.
Um, I think having my hands in a lot of different creative pockets is my jam, and I think that's gonna always stay. Spontaneous murals on the wall, spontaneous podcasts that I start and quit in the same week. That's gonna be my life, and I think kind of navigating all those endeavors um, is is definitely exciting to me, and having a position with the escape room where I can come up with creative solutions all the time and get paid to do it is definitely going to be pretty rewarding. So
Creativity is something that you're born with, yes or no? Okay.
I think everyone's an artist. I say this all the time, and I think everybody is an artist. We have different mediums.
Okay.
Whether it's music or story writing or, the more traditional forms of art, maybe that's what your jam is. But for some people, maybe it's connecting other people or community organizing or, making sure that everybody's taken care of. And that is an art form in itself. That's a lot of herding cats, and there's an art to almost everything that you can do. So I think everyone can flex that creative muscle and work it out to be as strong as they want.
Okay, so that was 249 word answer instead of word that I was looking for yes or no. Okay, so you say yes is what I think you're saying.
I think
but
I'm
everyone
saying
is creative, but from a the artistic creative side of things, where you're able to think deeper than maybe some others. What are some tips that you would give someone so that they could get more engagement on something that is a little bit more creative instead of just being so stale around something? What would you, if you were to meet someone on the bus, right, when or on the metro or the tide or you're at a ball game or at an escape room, and they said, hey, this is so creative, how could I figure out how to be creative too? What would you tell that individual on how to kind of get the best bang for their buck on creativity?
Search for patterns. Search for things that are repetitive and repetitive for a reason, and find out what that reason is. When you run a business and you're finding that certain customers like a certain thing, take note of that and make sure that you're bringing that same energy into other parts of your business. If you are, finding the same problems over and over again in a pattern, maybe figure out what kind of energy is being given to those things. What are you, in what way is this happening and why? So that sort of thing will help you to recognize what's working and what's not working. If you're just freestyle painting and you do a thing and you're like, hey, I like that thing, and now this painting is just going to be that thing. That's kind of the same way. It's the same thought process.